The opening scene features a newlywed couple, Matt and Kate, who moved to upstate New York having purchased a home. Their new house requires renovations and repairs because it's old and in poor condition. Later, they are seen moving things and unpacking them while fooling around and having fun. Matt, being a painter, fixes up his studio and puts down a white canvas ready to be painted upon. On the other hand, Kate is organizing the kitchen when she sees a dead parrot inside a cabinet, startling her for a moment. She then goes to bury the bird outside in the yard. During this, she gets distracted by her husband, who is throwing out some old furniture belonging to the previous owners. Soon after, Kate turns around to bury the bird, only to discover that it has inexplicably disappeared. While dismantling the furniture, Matt stumbles upon a mysterious vintage key. However, he doesn't pay much attention and throws it away. As the couple continues to clean the house, Matt notices a hole in the wall. Curious, he tears up the wallpaper to discover a large metal door with a keyhole in the center. Recalling the earlier key, he rummages through the discarded furniture and retrieves the vintage key. He unlocks the door and immediately summons his wife to show her the same. As the duo proceeds to step in, the lights in the house start flickering, causing them to step back. Matt then goes to call the power company, while Kate senses something amiss. The moment she walks out of the room, the flickering stops. The next day, an electrician arrives to inspect the cause of the surge, and Matt leads him to the basement. Much to their surprise, the wires are very old and intertwined. When Matt asks if he can do anything about it, the electrician says that it's too complicated, as he has never seen anything like this. "Well, you're not going to be seeing any cash either," says Matt. Before leaving, the electrician reveals shocking information Matt didn't know about the house. The previous owners were killed there. This gets Matt intrigued, so he decides to delve deeper into the matter. He searches the incident on the internet and finds out that the couple who died were named Paul and Madeline Schaefer. Moreover, the identity of the suspect remained unknown and is aliased as John Doe. Later, Matt sketches a portrait of the suspected murderer while drinking heavily. In a drunken state, he enters the mysterious room where he finishes a bottle of liquor. He then wishes that he could have another bottle. Just then, the lamp flickers and another bottle appears in front of him, leaving him in shock. I want a bigger penis too," Matt whispers. The night passes, but the lights continue to flicker. Later, Kate finds her husband in the mysterious room, now filled with expensive, famous paintings. Matt then shows her an authentic Van Gogh painting, explaining that the room can grant any of their wishes. Kate initially believes that her husband is high on something and tries to calm him down. However, he asks her to name anything she wants. She then playfully asks for $1,000, and after searching around the room, Matt takes out the money. Still skeptical, she asks for $1 million, and to her surprise, the money is manifested in the room. Kate finds the entire ordeal scary and proceeds to walk out, saying that she has a bad feeling about it. Regardless, Matt persuades her to enjoy the gifts that the room bestows upon them. From this point forward, the couple spends their days wishing for everything they want. They ask for things such as the best champagne in the world, expensive clothes, caviar diamonds, and lots of money. In a short while, Matt fills up his studio with masterpieces of art. At the end of the day, Kate wonders how the room works, but her husband tells her not to think about it and simply enjoy it. "You haven't even seen how big it made my penis yet, honey." In the following days, their fun and lavishness have no bounds. Every time they make a wish, the lights flicker, and so does the power source in the basement. One day, Matt surprises Kate with a crib, hinting that they should try for a baby once more. Kate is upset by the surprise and is clearly unwilling to go through it again. Turns out the couple had suffered 2 miscarriages from their previous attempts, despite having no issue in them. After a brief discussion, Kate resorts to smoking, while Matt goes for a ride to clear his head. Once he's gone, she goes back to the crib before heading to the mysterious room. Sometime later, Matt returns home and is shocked to find Kate playing with a baby boy. Infuriated, he asks why she would ask the room to give her the baby, to which she replies that she took a shortcut to motherhood. Matt is utterly against the idea and urges her to return it. The couple then enters the room, but Kate can't wish for the baby's disappearance, so she hands it to her husband. However, as the baby cries in his arms, Matt is also unable to carry out the deed. As a result, he gives the baby back to Kate and walks away. After this incident, they finally decide to keep the baby. The following morning, while Kate is nursing the child, Matt stares at his unfinished sketch of John Doe. He then does more research on him and finds an article. Upon going through it, he learns that the murderer is still alive and is confined in a psychiatric hospital. In order to uncover more about the room, Matt grabs some cash and drives towards the mental hospital. Once there, he pretends to be a reporter intending to meet John Doe. The receptionist is shocked as nobody has come to visit John in the past 45 years. Shortly after, Matt comes face to face with the elderly John. Wasting no time, he directly asks for the reason why John murdered the couple, but the latter vaguely responds that it was the only way. Upon learning that Matt is living in the same house, John advises him to abandon the house as soon as possible before it's too late. On the way home, Matt stops at a gas station to refill the tank, but when he's about to pay, he realizes that the money taken from the room has turned into dust. This worries him, so he immediately peers into his pants and then rushes home. Matt then takes a wad of cash from the room and throws it off the window, only to see it turn into ashes. Next, he takes the Van Gogh painting and places it on the edge of the doorstep. Much to his shock, the part of the painting that's exposed outside the house instantly turns into dust. This confirms his theory that they cannot bring anything outside of the house. This is an origin story for Bubble Boy. Enraged by this, Matt breaks the walls to know how the room works. However, his efforts prove futile as he only sees the intertwined sets of wires behind the walls. Afterwards, Kate decides to take the baby outside for some fresh air, but Matt stops her, warning that it isn't safe. Regardless, she ignores him and proceeds out. As soon as she steps out, the baby starts crying uncontrollably as if he's in pain. The couple rushes him inside, but in this short span of time, the baby is shockingly grown into a young boy. This leaves the two completely baffled. After bathing the boy, Kate confronts Matt, demanding to know what's going on. He then reveals that the room grants anything that their heart desires, but under the condition that they can't take them outside. If they do, the thing ages and turns into dust. Despite this shocking revelation, Kate still treats the boy as her own and names him Shane. It'd be a real Shane if he walked outside on his own. As the days pass by, Kate homeschools Shane, also explaining that he can't step out of the house because of some dangerous germs. However, the boy always longs to go out and feel the atmosphere. No matter how much Kate tries to entertain him inside, the boy is always looking out the windows. One day, Kate is busy playing the piano when Shane sneakily makes his way to the front door. He sticks his hand outside and feels the fresh breeze, curious about the outdoors. Right then, Kate notices him and immediately pulls him back to safety. She frantically checks Shane's hand and is relieved to see him unharmed. She then boards up all the windows of the house to prevent this incident from repeating. The same night, the boy wanders around the house and eventually ends up in the mysterious room. Throughout the night, lights flicker around the house, but Matt and Kate don't notice. In the morning, they will awaken to a cellar full of Playboy magazines. In the morning, the couple searches for the boy and soon locates him in the mysterious room. Much to their surprise, the boy has created an entire forest inside the room so that he can play. Kate is completely mesmerized by the world her son has created for himself and joins him in his fun. However, Matt doesn't feel the same.
Stupid forests, I hate them.
So, he angrily drags the boy outside the room and forbids him from going in. This incident causes an argument between the couple, with Matt fearing that Shane might wish for something dangerous. Amidst their argument, the landline phone rings and Shane answers it. Matt hurriedly grabs the phone from him and talks to the person on the other end, John. As they talk, Kate listens to their conversation from another phone in the kitchen. John explains that there's a way for Shane to go outside without any harm. For that, he must kill the person who wished for him to appear. In a shocking turn of events, John reveals that he was also a child granted by the room. According to him, his mother murdered his father and then forced him to kill her so that he could be free. Upon hearing everything, Kate storms out of the house, leaving Matt concerned. As she drives away, she contemplates ending her life, but she's unable to gather enough courage to do so. Back at home, Matt is so frustrated that he reveals all the truth to Shane, including how he came to existence and why he can't leave the house. To prove this, he drags the boy to the front door, allowing him to try it out on his own. However, the boy runs to his room out of fear. Not long after, Matt regrets his actions and goes to Shane's room to apologize. He then reads him a bedtime story, the story of Casper, the boy who doesn't know he's already dead, and ends up falling asleep beside him. A while later, Kate returns home and is relieved to see them sleeping together. At midnight, Matt wakes up to find his wife in the kitchen. After a brief conversation, they share a passionate kiss and get intimate, unaware that the boy is peeping through the door.
Whoa!
Early in the morning, Shane sneaks into his parents' room, steals the keys, and walks out of the house. Later on, the couple wakes up to find the front door open. In a state of panic, they start searching for the boy and soon locate him in a room. However, they're stunned to see him as a teenager now. His balls dropped instantly after what he saw last night. He then holds them at gunpoint, intending to shoot them for lying to him. Kate slowly walks forward in an attempt to calm him down, and Matt uses this distraction to attack Shane, but he he unintentionally pushes Kate, knocking her out. When she awakens, Matt informs her that Shane got fatally shot during the brawl, after which he took him outside. Hearing this, she rushes outside and breaks down in tears. On the other hand, the real Matt wakes up in the fighting spot and runs around the house, looking for his wife. During this, he notices the flickering lights, which makes him realize that she's inside. Here, it's revealed that Shane wished to assume Matt's appearance and then expanded the mysterious room into a fictional area with a duplicate house inside it. However, Kate is still unaware that she's in the duplicate house and that the one in front of her is actually a disguised Shane. The real Matt quickly breaks the wall and passes through the wires, somehow managing to make it to the other side. In the clone house, Shane attempts to touch Kate in a sensual way. When she tries to resist, he knocks her unconscious and proceeds to force himself upon her. Shortly after, Matt breaks into the clone house, which alerts Shane. As he goes to confront him, Kate wakes up and proceeds to flee the place. In the hallway, she comes across two versions of Matt, leaving her stunned. But she cleverly calls out Shane's name, which grabs the clone's attention. Recognizing him as the imposter, she pushes him off the stairs, causing him to revert to his original appearance. Matt and Kate then try to flee the place, but Shane keeps on wishing for them to remain trapped. After numerous failed attempts, Matt comes up with an idea. He wishes to replicate themselves. Following this, the couple comes face to face with Shane, who instantly charges towards Matt and stabs him to death. However, he soon realizes that they're just clone versions and that the real ones are running towards the room's exit. Shane chases the couple to the real house and catches them just before they exit through the front door. Just like earlier, the boy advances towards Matt with the knife, but this time, the latter pulls him out of the house. Realizing that it'll soon end his life, Shane tries to get back inside, but Kate locks the door from within. As a result, he starts aging rapidly and ultimately deteriorates into a pile of dust. The scene then fast forwards to 1 month later, and the couple is seen living in a motel. However, the peace doesn't last long, as Kate soon discovers that she's pregnant. The movie ends with Kate staring at a positive pregnancy test, unsure if the child belongs to Matt or Shane. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.